Hey Bruce and Janice, this is Donnie. I'm going to do this quick tutorial on how to edit and add a new blog. So here's what I'm going to do. This is your site right now. If I go to the blog as it exists right now, this is the way it's going to look. This will look different. The next time you go look at this tutorial, it may be a month from now. It may look a little different, but this is what it looks like now. We aren't live yet as of the taping of this video, but anyway, this is the Bruce blog site. So I just wanted to get you to that so you can see it. All right, let's say we wanted to make a change to something here. All you have to do is go to your dashboard, and I've pulled that up in my other tab, so I'll have it. So I'm back in my dashboard. Right now, this is all the different options, how to edit a page and do different things. This is if you wanted to edit a page on any of the sites, any of the pages you have on the site right now. You can see some of these pages look very familiar to you because they are most of the different options here. Again, we want to add a blog, so it's a little different. Same process, but just where you go to do that. So right here, instead of saying edit pages, we want to go up 2 or 3 to this right here. And if you don't see that, if you see that, just hit that little arrow button. It releases the drop-down menus. And this is where you want to edit your post. Now I'm going to talk about these other things here in a minute. But let's say edit post. This is where you can edit any existing blog that you have out there. I can edit them already after they've published because you can see over here. Again, we are not live as of this, so these published dates will change. But these are both published blogs. They're already out there on the site right now. But I can edit them if I want to. So if I want to edit this and I'm going to click back on the visual so you can see that visual tab here. But let's say I want to change this to say 2083. Okay. All I have to do is make my change that I want to make and then update the page. After loading, post has been updated. I can go back to the blog, reload, or update your page, whatever your browser is. And after it's done, I can scroll down and see how the change has been made. It used to say 2093, now it says 2083. So I'm going to go ahead and change that back to where it was and update the page and go back, refresh my browser, and when I do that, I should scroll down and now it's back to 293. So it's real easy to make any edits that you want to existing blog post. Okay. Now let's talk about making new blogs and what some things that you should do on that. This is how you go. Instead of editing blogs, these are the 2 existing blogs that you have out there right now. By the way, when you do this, don't ever do quick edit. I would say not do trash unless you've got one out there that you just think, I want to start from scratch and start over. Feel free to trash it and start over. But what you want to do is add new. Now, some little things here. This is just like adding a new page to your site. You have a title here, so you can put whatever you want your title to be. And then this is where you start typing, and you can format things and whatever, make it different colors or whatever you want to make it do. Sorry, here we go. You can go over here. I always use this one. You can use this one here, which is add an image, or you can add media, and that's kind of a catch-all to whether it's a video, not video, but there's a lot of different things you can do in add media. So I always click that one. And this is where you can select a file from your desktop, whatever picture is going to be. If you have a picture that you've found on the internet and you want to put it on your blog, the rule of thumb is if you're going to pull just any old picture off the internet that you think makes a point with your blog, you want to give attribution to that. So you want to put somewhere on there that this photo came from, wherever it came from. If you've got your own pictures, you don't have to do that. You can just select the files and find them on your desktop and put them in there. This is where you type all your blog that you want. Remember that from one of the other tutorials I showed this, but let's say you wanted to hyperlink this to the counseling services, okay? And you're typing about all the stuff you do about counseling services. But you want to hyperlink, so you just highlight that over here to your link button, click that, and then this is where you'll type your new creation for you, .net/counseling, or whatever it might be. I'm not sure if that's the exact URL. This right here is the target. You can set it. It defaults to this right here, which is not set. Defaults, if you don't set it, it will open up in the same window, or you can change it to a new window. My rule of thumb always has been, if you are opening up a link that is on your site right now, you're going from one page to another, you always want to open up in the same window. You want to keep them on your site. However, if you're opening up a PDF document, that you want opened up in a new window, so when they're done looking at the PDF document and they close it out, they're still on your page. Or if you're opening up in a link to another web page, for instance, say you're writing something about an article that you saw on the San Antonio Press, whatever the newspaper is there in San Antonio. You would link that to the San Antonio newspaper article, but then you would open it up in a new window. So when you say, I was just recently reading an article on from the online version of the San Antonio newspaper, and you click the link, and you could hyperlink that whole word there or whole phrase, open it up in a new window, and that way when they're reading your blog and it says Bruce was reading the San Antonio, they may not have read the San Antonio article. They may not know what you're talking about. So you hyperlink over to that, and you do that just by clicking that little hyperlink chain. So pretty easy to do on that. But here's what the key thing is. A couple things. One, and from an SEO strategy, this is something that there's a couple things you want to keep in mind. Your titles are very important for SEO strategies. You've got an SEO strategy that I've already sent you. You've got a lot of keywords. This is where it would be good to have those keywords listed in here. So you might say, how employee assistance can help companies. All right. That employee assistance is a keyword, I think, on that list. I don't have that list pulled up in front of me, but you might have that. Or you might say stress. How stress can kill someone or something like that, just whatever it might be. The word stress might be a keyword that's on your list. And so use those keywords, and that way those get pulled up in there as well. Now over here, you've got these tags. Tags are things that you can put in there. You could put in here stress. It says here with commas. You put 2 or 3, maybe at the most 5 tags. So you might want to put, Bruce Robinette, something like that here. You might put counseling. Think about what the tags are related to the article blog post that you wrote. If you're writing one on child therapy, put children, put therapy, and separate them out by commas, those kind of things. Those are just little bitty things that can make a difference when people are trying to pull those words in. You can use categories. I think I said on that SEO strategy, you've been given like 5 different. There was 5 tabs on that that spreadsheet. That would be good if you wanted to add a category here called employee assistance, I think is one. You would just add that on there. And so that way you would not only tag your post by putting whatever tags you want in here, you can actually, and if I was to add this, which I'm not going to right now, it would show up right underneath this uncategorized one, have a little box here, and have employee assistance. If you added all 5, then every time you do a blog post, not only are you putting tags in, but you're also selecting the category that it's associated with. Those are not automatically going to jump you to the top